God, please guide me right. She looks like
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Shanice, and today I'm going to be sharing my journey towards a new start. And a couple points that I want to touch on is how I am embracing motherhood, accepting change and embracing change as well, and also growing my relationship with Christ. So if you see me keep looking down, I actually have written down a couple points that I want to touch on. So let's first start by reflecting on my life and how I feel I got to where I just need to, like, not really rebrand, but just start fresh, like mentally, spiritually, and just, I don't know, I just feel like I need to start fresh. So it kind of happened in 2020, right or during my 21st birthday trip to California. Like, the moment that I landed back home, I found out that I was pregnant with my first son. And like, during my pregnancy, I was kind of just like, here, I don't really want to say that I'm not gonna say that I wasn't happy, but I just feel like I was there, like I was content and I was accepting of it. But I don't really feel like I really had no other feelings. So throughout that pregnancy was okay. I was still working as a medical assistant, which is like another story in itself. Like, I went to medical assistant school, but I don't really feel like that's actually what I wanted to do. I just feel like I went to college to say that I went to college. So, let's fast forward. Like, throughout that whole year, everything was just okay, I guess. Really wasn't no problem or nothing. I would say, like, it started this past year, or not this past year. It started after I had my second son. And after I had my second son, I became depressed. So I guess you can say that I was dealing with postpartum depression. And even though I had like one of the best jobs that I ever had, I was living in a townhome that I really love. Like, that was like a dream in itself. And I had my family. Like, that wasn't enough to stop me from dealing with postpartum depression. And I came to the realization, like, within this past year, that nothing material can bring you happiness. Like, nothing materialistic can bring you happiness. Like, it can bring you temporary happiness. And that's what I had to realize. Last year, God literally stripped me away. Like, I was praying and asking God to make me over. I was praying and, like, trying to surrender myself to Him. And I was just saying, like, I needed Him. So He stripped me away from everything that I had and basically forced me to lean on Him. Because there was times that I said that prayer of, like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to live my life without you and stuff like that. But I still reverted back to sin. Like, I still reverted back to the things that He was trying to deliver me from. So this past year, I can say that I've been on a journey of self-reflecting, which is, I'm still on a journey of self-reflecting, and I'm still on a journey of growing my relationship closer with Christ. But this past year, I feel like I've grown more close to Him than I've ever been. Now I am in a place where I am connecting with Him more on, like, a really spiritual level. I know how to sit in His presence and hear when He's speaking to me. And I'm on a journey of trying to be more obedient, because that goes hand in hand with not sinning. Like, obedience is very important, and not sinning is also very important. This is another reason why I feel like God stripped me away from everything, because I was living in sin. Like, I was doing stuff that I know I shouldn't have been doing, even though I wasn't like outside. Like, I was doing stuff that I know I shouldn't have been doing, and participating in things that I know I shouldn't have been participating in. So God stripped me away from everything. Anytime you are in sin, it takes you down and you will pay for it. That is what the pastor at 2819 church said in one of his sermons. Like, if you have not heard of 2819 church, let me just be the first to say right now, go check them out on YouTube. I encourage all of you to go listen to this man preach, because he is not no preacher who sugarcoats stuff. He gives it real, he gives it raw, and he gives it how we actually need to hear it. Because I can be the first to say that my mind is where my mind, that's why I'm starting new, because my mind was definitely filled with a lot of worldly things, a lot of things that, due to the world and our environment and the things that goes around us on a daily basis, made me turn a blind eye to a lot of sin. And that is another reason why I am here on this journey of starting new. This is my son, Sani. Sani, can you say hi? So, that is how I am on my journey with Christ right now. How I'm embracing change is I'm accepting that I need to change. I am accepting that I need to stop turning a blind eye to stuff. I am accepting that I don't need to live worldly anymore. So by me embracing it and accepting is like the first step that you have to do in order to effectively change. You have to accept that you need to change. So by me accepting it and me accepting that I need to be on this new journey, I feel like it's making it easier. Like, and of course, I am still going to pray for strength. I am still going to pray for guidance. I still need God to give me the strength and the guidance. But I am embracing it. I am embracing it, and I'm no longer running from it. Okay, so I also want to touch bases on navigating motherhood. So I feel like motherhood is an amazing thing. Like, I love being a mother. I feel like you know no love. I feel like no one loves you more than your children love you. And that is another thing that I want to touch on. So the pastor at 2819 has a sermon where he speaks on having childlike faith and how God wants us to be childlike. Like, he wants us to look at him how our children look at us. He wants us to lean on him how our children lean on us. He wants us to have faith and trust in him how our children have trust in us. And if you have a child, or like, we all know how children are. Like, children, they have like this just innocent, they are like the most innocent and sweet souls ever. And they don't look past, like, they don't have an idle mind. Like us as adults, we idle a lot. We have an idle mind. And let me just say that an idle mind is the devil's playground. You never want to have an idle mind. You always want to be filled with the Spirit of God. But back to navigating motherhood. Motherhood is, I love being a mother. I would definitely never change the outcome of me becoming a mother. And I've always loved children since I was younger. But motherhood is not easy. I'm not going to sit on this platform and make it seem like it's the best thing in the world. I love my children because they are my children. Not saying that I don't love anybody else's children, because look, those nieces and nephews of mine, I'm coming behind them. I don't play about my children and my nieces and nephews. Seriously though. But it's like motherhood is hard. It's not like no, like with my nieces and nephews, I can spoil them rotten and then send them home like to their parents. But with my children, I'm actually raising them. I'm raising them. They are going to be a reflection of my parenting. So I need to raise them up in the way that they should go. Like, but on top of that, every mother needs a break. Every mother needs a break. I feel like it really takes a village. And just this past year, since I've been living in this new state, I've had my village, my mom, my dad. They are literally heaven sent. Like, they are heaven sent. Like when I really need them, I know that they're coming through. And sometimes they'll just call and be like, they getting their grandkids for the weekend, their cousins are coming up, and I love that because I didn't have that. I didn't have a village. I didn't really have no one that I could really trust to watch my kids. Like, should I touch on that or not? Like, okay, like, I'm just gonna be 100% transparent. Like, when I was living in the other state before I moved here, you know, I've been staying here for like almost a year. So, or I've been staying here a little over a year. So before I was staying in this state, I was living in another state where I didn't have no help, even though there was people down there that could help me. I didn't have no help. Not really saying help because I didn't really need help, but I didn't really have no one like my mom and my dad. Like my mom and my dad, like, they would reach out to their grandkids. They have a relationship with their grandkids, and I didn't have that when I was living in the other state. So even though like now I have like little bits of breaks and stuff, I still don't be taking time out for myself. And I really feel like that's so important as well. Mothers getting out. Like, I am the type of mother, like, when my kids be gone, I be wanting to take a nap. I be needing to take a nap. I be wanting to take a nap. But I feel like it's very important that we also, like, take time to go out. Maybe do a little shopping, get your nails done, go to the spa by yourself, and go out and also enjoy yourself. Like, if you don't like doing those things and you rather have a nap, then so be it. But just take time to yourself. Like, take time to yourself outside of just being a mother. Because I got so consumed in being a mother, like with my first son, and then I got pregnant before he even had his first birthday. I was pregnant again. And then I feel like that was also a reason that I fell into depression after I had my second son, because I was just being a mother. Like, I was being a mother, or like, you know, I couldn't really do nothing when I was pregnant with my first son. Then I had him and I was so consumed in being a mother, like the first year of his life. And then I was already pregnant before he even made a year. So I really couldn't do nothing then. And then I just had another baby. Now Oh, somebody's outside cutting grass. If it's not noise right here with this little Sany boy, it's noise outside. Like, y'all just gonna get this video. It's real and it's raw. And oh my gosh, let me just finish the video. Now I'm putting myself first. Like, I feel like I was doing so much behind the scenes of not putting myself first and making sure that everyone around me was straight before I myself was straight. And I feel like I've been carrying the weight of all of this on my shoulders for years, and I'm no longer doing that. Okay guys, so this journey towards a new start has just begun, and I am going to be doing weekly vlogs, and at the end of each week I am going to have girls talk and reflect. So if you have any questions or any encouragement or any advice, please drop it down in the comments below. And if you want to just stay along to watch my journey, or if you're dealing with something similar, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and put on your notification bell. So thank you guys for listening to my story, and I am so excited for this new journey. I just feel a sense of peace by accepting that I need to change, accepting that I need this journey, and accepting that I am going to put myself first. Well, put myself second, right behind God. So that is all, and I hope to see you guys subscribing and commenting.